David Cottrell, Monday Morning Leadership, 8 Mentoring Sessions You Can't Afford to Miss. Get ready to embark on an insightful journey alongside Jeff Walters, a struggling manager seeking guidance to improve both his personal and professional life. In a Monday Morning Leadership, 8 Mentoring Sessions You Can't Afford to Miss by David Cottrell, we explore the transformative mentoring sessions between Jeff and his wise mentor, Tony Pierce. Over the course of these conversations, Tony imparts invaluable lessons on leadership, time management, communication, and motivation. This summary walks you through the highlights of their discussions, enabling you to gain a comprehensive understanding of the key takeaways that can be applied to your own life and career.
Mid-career crisis. Jeff Walters, a successful manager, faced a mid-career crisis when he couldn't achieve the goals his company set for him and his team. He was putting in extra long hours, but his problems at work were affecting his personal life. To turn things around, Jeff sought help from Tony Pierce, a respected business executive. Tony agreed to mentor Jeff for 8 Monday morning sessions in exchange for passing along the knowledge he would gain to others. Jeff was excited about learning from Tony, hoping that he could coach him on how to improve his performance at work. Driving from passenger seat. Jeff, a once successful manager, seeks advice from Tony after his management style became ineffective. Tony advised Jeff to take responsibility for his team's performance and to stop trying to please everyone, including upper management and his employees. Tony encouraged Jeff to keep a journal to plan and track their discussions. Jeff took Tony's advice and identified his team's main thing, their top priority, and established clear goals to achieve it. Managing your boss and employees efficiently. Jeff learns valuable lessons about managing his team and his boss after re-examining exit interviews with 2 top producers who left his team. Jenny and Chad left because they were unhappy at work, which Jeff took as feedback to improve his management skills. Tony, his boss, advised Jeff on the importance of recognizing his superstars and not expecting them to compensate for the deficiencies of the falling stars. Tony also suggested that Jeff evaluate his team members' work more carefully. Jeff's initiative pleased Tony, who explained the pitfalls of getting lost in management and wrongly treating all personnel the same. Jeff's journey to leadership. Jeff learns to be a better leader by recognizing his flaws and making tough decisions. On the 4th Monday, Jeff realizes that his personnel evaluations were inaccurate, and that he had been giving higher marks to underperforming employees instead of recognizing superstars. He begins to spend more time coaching his team and understands why some of his employees felt undervalued. The book argues that arrogance, out-of-control egos, and insensitivity are the leading reasons for executives' failure. Jeff, upon recognizing his mistakes, exemplifies what effective leadership demands: humility and willingness to improve. Further, we see Jeff grapple with a difficult situation where one of his best employees, Todd, was having personal problems and drinking on the job. Jeff initially wanted to ignore it, but he eventually listens to his colleague Tony's advice and decides to terminate Todd, who was a top performer. Jeff's journey teaches us that leaders must make tough choices that align with company policy and values, even when they are difficult or uncomfortable. The story ends with Jeff consulting with Kim, a member of the Human Resources Department, to prepare for terminating Todd. The role-play session is successful in that Jeff ultimately feels confident and empowered to make the right call. The book serves as an excellent guide for aspiring leaders who want to learn from Jeff's journey to become better leaders themselves. Prioritize respect, service, and profit. Jeff and his team define their priorities as respect, service, and profit under Tony's mentoring. Tony emphasizes the importance of hiring the right people and lays out the 3 rules of 3 in hiring. He advises Jeff to have a team superstar sit in during job interviews to assess candidates. To take control of their lives, Tony urges Jeff's team to take control of their time. Time management lessons. Jeff, a busy manager, complains about lack of time despite hiring the best people. Tony advises him to manage his time better. Jeff learns that only he can spend his time, that working hard does not always guarantee productivity, and that savings of even a few minutes add up. Tony suggests specific steps to improve Jeff's workday, such as clearing his desk, avoiding lunchtime traffic, and facing away from the door to avoid distractions. Jeff keeps a 2-week time record and muses over his productivity gains. Tony's advice reminds readers that good time management isn't about working harder, but working smarter, and encourages them to examine their own work habits to find ways to save time. Coaching for leadership. A coaching session between Tony and Jeff highlights the importance of recognizing top performers and keeping employees motivated. As a leader, Jeff needs his team's combined efforts to meet the company's goals. Employees have a bucket of motivation that a leader must keep full through positive reinforcement and communication. Tony reinforces the idea that teaching holds leaders accountable. Jeff's job as chief bucket filler requires strong communication in 4 areas: keeping everyone in touch with the main objective, providing excellent feedback, routinely recognizing achievers, and informing the team about its performance. Jeff's journey to success. In The Mentor Leader, Jeff is mentored by Tony, who helps him to improve his leadership skills and boosts his career. In their final meeting, Tony advises Jeff to keep setting goals and move out of his comfort zone. He encourages Jeff to keep learning, listening, and giving to become the best version of himself. Tony emphasizes the importance of reacting positively to challenges and filling other people's buckets to fill your own. Jeff's mentoring sessions with Tony helped him turn his career around, and he eventually received a promotion at his firm. The book shares the valuable insights and wisdom gained from these sessions, fulfilling Jeff's promise to Tony.
As we reach the end of this journey, we see how the powerful insights shared by Tony Pierce have profoundly impacted Jeff's life and career. From understanding the importance of setting clear priorities to honing effective time management skills, these mentoring sessions have taught Jeff the true meaning of being an extraordinary leader. Furthermore, he discovered the significance of nurturing his team by filling their buckets of motivation, and learned how communication, accountability, and adaptability contribute to sustained success. By embracing these lessons, we can all identify the steps to become better leaders in our own professional and personal lives.